This is the biggest expose of 2026, and the paedophile elites are desperate to bury it. Online investigators have ripped the lid off something monstrous. Amazon and Vinted are letting veiled advertisements for children flood their platforms. This is Pizzagate 2.0, the new phase, bolder, more shameless, and hiding in plain sight on apps you use every day. Predators are posting toys, teddy bears, and baby clothes for 10, sometimes 20, sometimes 30,000 euros, with descriptions that read like product specs for real kids. Premature, exact age, eye colour, hair colour, weight, height, gender. They're hiding in plain sight. And when people started exposing it, the authorities brushed it under the carpet. Amazon began deleting comments. Vinted locked down discussion. TikTok banned the million-view videos, blowing the whistle. This isn't a glitch. This is paedophiles and traffickers getting shameless, operating with total impunity on apps your family uses every single day. Tonight, we connect the dots and show you how deep this goes. If you thought the elite child trafficking networks were finished, you were dead wrong. Don't go anywhere. What you're about to hear could save lives. Before we dive in, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join the People's Voice Locals community to join our incredible community, support the channel, and gain access to exclusive and uncensored content. Paedophiles and traffickers aren't lurking in the dark web anymore. They're becoming shameless, operating with impunity on everyday apps that millions of people use. Because they know they have friends in high places who will pull strings to protect them. Vinted, the popular European secondhand fashion and goods app, exploded with disturbing listings. Toys, teddy bears, dolls and baby clothes, listed at absurdly high prices. 10,000, 15,000, even 30,000 or more. Prices that make 0 sense for the items. But it's the descriptions that should chill you to the bone. Sellers include specific details about the item. Premature, exact age, eye and hair colour, weight in kilograms, height, gender, and other personal characteristics that read exactly like descriptions of real children. Not toys, children. Descriptions like 2 years, pink, doesn't bite, used to it, and tight. And newborn 2 months, blonde girl, tight. It's sickening enough to make a man pick up his hunting rifle.
Do you all remember the false conspiracy theory that children were being sold on Wayfair? If you don't, look it up. But now the same thing is happening with Vinted. So let's read this one, right? 1 year stuffed plush, 6,350. Description, tight. 1 year like new cream pink blue eyes. Why would you describe a plush toy like that? Here's another one. Newborn? Don't think these are for newborn babies. For that price. Colour black. And what about this one? Baby alive, real. Can be blonde. Then you have this one. 12 years. For all of that money. All of that money for those toys. And here's another one. 9 years old, good condition, female, white, virgin. Why would you be saying a teddy is a virgin? And again, for all that money. So it's happening again. And of course, it's going to be a false conspiracy. Are you telling me that the police cannot find the IP addresses of the people posting this and actually do something about it? We all know they fucking won't, right?
She's right. Authorities are already doing their best to brush it under the carpet. French police are investigating and making their excuses. Vinted's CEO, who definitely does not look like the kind of guy who would dine at Combat Ping Pong, is claiming it's all a nothing burger. And right on cue, the fact checkers are racing to debunk the story, and social media is trying to bury it. Which tells us everything we need to know. Because the last time they went into overdrive like this, they were covering up the Pizzagate scandal. But there was just one problem. In the next few years, one by one, The most prominent Pizzagate fact-checkers were all outed as paedophiles. Now, add Amazon to the mix. Similar veiled listings and discussions popping up, with reports of suspicious activity being scrubbed. Amazon has been deleting comments that call out the situation. Vinted has limited comments across social networks, shutting down discussion. And here's the real red flag. Anybody searching TikTok for these exposés sees videos racking up millions of views from users blowing the whistle, only for those videos to get banned or removed. If the authorities are protecting the abusers and the media is complicit, we'll have to continue investigating ourselves.
Order this. Tight, 1 year, eager to go. Everything listed in description. A child, baby bottle. She's a girl, 1 year, listed in description. Pink heart emoji. Do you have any more? Are you interested? Serious inquiries only. I'm interested. I'm not interested, but I wanted to see if he had any more. Thank you. You make purchases like this before, you know what to expect? No, can you tell me? 3 to 4 centimeters, 10 out of 10, product not damaged, blue eyes. Product lightly used in description. Where'd you get her from? I'm curious. Can't disclose that for safety reasons. Product is moldable. Do you have a picture of the girl? Product is only seen when shipped. How do you ship the product? Product is high risk and valuable, like new. Does she have a name? Via boat is redeemed. You will need to pick it up at a loading dock. Gag. Gag the child?
This is the new normal. Paedophiles and child traffickers operating with brazen impunity. They feel safe enough to post coded ads on household name platforms. The systems that should protect kids is instead protecting the marketplace. This isn't new, it's escalating. Remember Wayfair in 2020? Overpriced cabinets with the names of missing children. Etsy faced similar heat with high-dollar digital downloads and portraits sparking fears of coded sales. Denials followed, listings removed, and investigations were labelled baseless by fact-checkers. Except the evidence was all there. And when the Epstein files dropped, we gained an insight into the type of customer who pays tens of thousands of dollars for a cabinet bearing the name of a missing child. That's right. Epstein's emails reveal he bought one for his pal, the Hollywood paedophile Woody Allen.
Everyone always called this a conspiracy theory until now, when a receipt from Wayfair was found in the Epstein files. Look, we know that Jeffrey Epstein's network has a history with missing girls. Don't forget this picture of John Benet Ramsey and Ghislaine Maxwell lurking in the background. Back to the receipt. It was purchased by Karina, Jeffrey Epstein's longtime girlfriend, on June 28th, 2018. It was for one item totaling $8,400. But back in the day when this conspiracy was spreading online, there was a high-priced Joanna cabinet circulating in the chats from the same WFX utility company. Just for context, the WFX company is still selling the same storage units on Wayfair, but they're only $139. Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend, Karina, wasn't just making purchases on Wayfair. She's also active in the files for making purchases off of Etsy. We know that back during this time, Etsy also had some very weird postings.
These aren't isolated glitches. They're symptoms of a culture where paedophiles feel increasingly untouchable. After years of awareness, the predators are only getting bolder, not quieter, operating in the open because they know they're protected by those at the very top. Think about the coordination. Listings appear, go viral, platforms scrub comments and content, authorities probe quietly, and the news cycle moves on. Meanwhile, real children remain at risk. We urge you, report suspicious listings directly to the police, not just the app. Screenshot everything. Demand full transparency and independent audits of these platforms. Why are comment sections throttled? Why the social media bans on awareness videos? This is the biggest expose of the year. Vinted Amazon and the return of open child trafficking. No one's talking about it because the machine doesn't want you to. Paedophiles are becoming brazen again, and society is failing the test. Government agencies, NSA, CIA, Mossad, you name it, are tapping your every move online, feeding their globalist surveillance machine. Your VPN isn't saving you, your VPN is spying on you. They flash no logs like it's a promise. But what they're really saying is, trust us. Trust foreign outfits in Israel, Panama, Romania, Switzerland? Trust them not to sell your data when the globalists tighten their grip? We know their plans, they told us. They're building a digital prison planet, digital IDs, 50-minute cities, total internet control. The globalist takeover needs one thing, Every click, every search, every move you make online in their hands. You think you're safe? Mossad has just been busted spying on White House officials. Nobody's safe. I don't know about you, but it boils my blood knowing they're chaining the internet to their globalist agenda. That's why I've partnered with VP.net, the world's first verified privacy network. They don't promise trust, they prove it. Cryptographic proof in real time that they can't see your traffic. They can't see it, and neither can some tyrannical government, not even if they came with court orders and threats. Your data is locked in Intel SGX secure enclaves. Cryptographic vaults so secure, even the owners of VP.net are shut out. This isn't privacy by some flimsy policy, it's privacy by design, built to break their control. Once you see VP.net, you can't go back. Still using legacy VPNs in 2025? That's like wiring your brain straight into the surveillance matrix. Strike back against the digital overlords by visiting vp.net/TPV. It's privacy by design because the internet's their battlefield and vp.net is your shield.